Welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about how to build a full stack application with an SQL database. So in order to get started, I'm just creating a little database over here, and I'm going to be creating a tasks table, and then I'm going to be inserting a simple sample task in there so that we can see what it looks like. So this is our SQL editor, so we can actually see what it's looking like. Okay, it's working. So let's just go ahead and create a new website. Let's call this API test. All right. So we need to set the website setting database over here so that the SQL calls are going to be going to the right place. Let's add a little heading over here. Let's call it tasks. Now we're going to be doing something very, very simple. We're just going to insert a task and then list them. You can see the other videos as to how to do the updates and deletes, but they're pretty much the same way. So to get started, let's just come over here and add an API call. So we're going to call this get, and this is going to be a very simple API call. There's no parameters needed, and all it does is it selects the everything from the task table. So this is going to be our tasks list, and we're going to be coming over here and adding a repeater, and inside the so the repeater is going to be getting the information from the task in state. So let's create the task in state, initialize it like that, and the loop is going to be returning state that task. Okay, so now it's going to be coming over here, but we need to configure the loop record. So let's call this task. So that's going to be accessible with context.task. So now that we have that, we can actually add a little dynamic text over here, and let's call this function. And so in this case, we're going to be getting the context, this context.task, and then task text is the field that we configured where the information is going to be coming from. And lastly, when we actually mount the component, so let's just expand that. Component did mount. What we need to do is we need to call the API to fetch the tasks like this. So we're going to be calling the API get, and we're going to be getting the results. And the results are going to come in rows and fields. And so we're going to be getting the rows into the task state. Sorry, we need to set async over here. Okay, so now that our course structure is ready, let's run the mount event, and we can see that our sample task is coming. So the listing part is working. So let's just try to add a new task. We're going to do that by adding a button. Let's call this add task. And let's make this on the right. Auto margin. All right. So we have the add task button over here. We're going to need a click event handler. Okay. So now when we click on this button, we need to be calling the API, the add API. So we're going to be getting the new task name. So like this. So we're going to be prompting the user to enter the new task text, and then we're going to be calling the add API with that new task text. And then what it returns is going to be the same thing as the list call, get call, but we're just going to be updating the tasks in the state with the new task entered. So it's just it's not super efficient, and let's make this async as well. It's not super efficient. You know, we could actually update the state manually over here, but this is just easier to code for now. All right, and then let's come to the API, and we're going to be adding an add API. All right, so let's just, so this is going to be something very simple. We're going to be getting the task text as input, which is what we were calling from the client side. and we insert the row to the tasks table, and then we select everything from the task table and return that. Okay, and then if you look at the client side, when the button is clicked, we again call it with that single argument. So let's just try that. Let's try test 2, and yeah, you can see over here. Let's just make this maybe. I mean, we can wrap it in a block so that it's going to be showing individual ones. All right, so it's quite easy to add the update and delete buttons over here. Again, they will be using the context record to make API calls, to delete, etc. This is basically how you can build, full stack database applications. If you look at it, we inserted it, and we can continue to do the same. Add task test 3. So yeah, it just keeps adding them. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching.